You can't say that.
Sure I can.
Hey friends.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Angela.
And we are
Midlife Cruising. In today's episode, we're going to recap or review, if you will, the top 10 least favorite things about living full-time on the Villa Vie Odyssey residential cruise ship. I say recap because some of those things have changed. Back in episode number we discussed our 10 least favorite things, and also in episode number we talked about our 10 favorite things. So we thought we would revisit that and let you know what has changed in such a short time.
Also in today's episode is day 1 of Salaverry, Peru, and we head to the ruins in Chin and Huaca de la Luna.
Yes, those are the names of the 2 different ruins we visited, so we share some of that footage as well. And as always, there'll be some ship footage, some things that we get to include. I hope you enjoy it. By the way, we're en route to Valparaiso, Chile right now, and today they announced, go look out the front window or the port window or somewhere, and there were probably
thousands
of porpoises or dolphins, whatever it was mind-blowing. I've seen pods of 50, but it went on for a mile. It was the most unbelievable thing. We happened to be in our Bible study during that time, so we whipped out our camera through the glass, so I have some not so great footage, but you can definitely tell what's going on, so we'll show that to you, and maybe I can find somebody who was outside who got some good footage to share, because it kind of rocked us.
Oh,
it was
goodness.
unbelievable.
Amazing.
Who gets to have a Bible study and go, hey, look at the 1,000 dolphins going by? So it was quite amazing.
Time out.
Hold that thought. Also, if you're interested in renting from an owner directly, we're going to list later in the video all the rooms we filmed. 3 different videos now have included rooms where we filmed an actual owner's room. Maybe they're getting off for a week or a month or whatever, and we filmed them for them and put their dates. So we're going to revisit all those and just simply write, 4th deck ocean view room, contact information, available dates, March and April. And we're just going to do it like in a list form. So if you are still interested in renting a room, you can do that if that's direct from an owner. Of course, villavieresidences.com. Also, they do segment rentals, and I think there's a program now called Try Before You Buy, which is a short-term rental. There's a lot of ways for you to come join us, and also remember the Facebook Villa Vie Odyssey Rent, Sell, Share. You can request a rental time, and then some of the owners put their posts there, so check it out.
You all, this morning we are off the coast of Chile, and we have a 2-day steam to our next port. And forgive me because I don't know where we're going. We left Valparaiso last evening, and we have 4-meter seas outside, and I'll try and pop outside and show you what it looks like. All right, let's take a look at what the seas are like today. Ooh, it's chilly out here. It is chilly off the coast of Chile. The temperature definitely has been dropping since we left Panama City, and I like it. Boy, it was so hot and humid in Panama. All right, let's see what we've got on the breakfast bar this morning. Croissants, Danish apples, donuts. Here's the bread. In our toaster, fresh fruit, kiwis and green apples, bananas. Fresh fruit this morning. They're replacing the cherries. We had some nice blackberries this morning, blueberries and mixed fruit, along with oatmeal. Our muesli mix, yogurts and smoothies, charcuteries, hard-boiled eggs, soft-boiled eggs, different sausages, some mushrooms. Here's our friendly staff cooking up omelets to order. Here's all the good stuff you can put in it. At 9:45 and not much left. Oatmeal, baked beans, grilled tomatoes, what's left of the scrambled eggs, bacon, ham, smoked salmon, and salad if you wish. And you guys know the drill here. It's a double espresso, fresh ground from the top here. Should fill it right to the top.
The Huaca de la Luna, or Temple of the Moon, was built between the 1st and 8th centuries AD in northern Peru. The structure was built over 6 centuries by the successive generations of the Mochi people. The Huaca de la Luna is one of the twin adobe pyramids known as the Huacas del Sol y de la Luna, or Pyramids of the Sun and Moon. The Mochi culture thrived in the valleys of Peru's northern coast from around AD 1 to 700.
It is amazing to be walking around such rich history here in Peru.
No, but you can see and mark the wall and they do the designs. Wow, they're like a canals. Yes, they use so now looking like a desert, but see them looking different. It's covered by sand now. And you see this the ossolet. Look at the ossolet. We do the ossolet just to remain on top. And for the wood, how we do it on the platform.
Dozens of pottery shards lie around its open area, and the pyramid is riddled with rooms which once contained the Mochi's signature ceramics, precious metals, and polychrome friezes.
So this
After the fall of the Mochi, the Huacas were partially occupied by Chimu settlements, but in the 15th century the region fell under the control of the Inca. After the Spanish conquest in the 16th century, these ceremonial sites were abandoned and for the next 4 centuries lay exposed to the elements, including the El Niño phenomenon. The adobe structures deteriorated and the uppermost platforms and superficial elements were lost.
So we are at the archaeological park, Chan Chan. I know absolutely nothing about it. There are a lot of corridors and walls here, and we're getting ready to go through the front gate, and let's see what this is all about. Come along.
Chen Chen is a pre-Columbian city and archaeological site near Trujillo on northern Peru's desert coast. It was the seat of the ancient Chimu civilization before it fell to the Incas. The vast adobe complex has citadels, including the partially restored Shuti Palace. It also encompasses temples, plazas, and cemeteries. Scholars know this city as the largest city of mud in the world, and its inhabitants as the Chimu culture. The civilization flourished between 1200 BC and 1465 BC and is more than 700 years old. 10,000 well-decorated buildings with beautiful walls formed the adobe city. Chen Chen is the largest pre-Columbian city in the Americas and the largest adobe city in the world. Although it must have been a dazzling sight at one time, devastating El Niño floods and heavy rainfall have severely eroded much of the city's outer portions. With 10,000 structures, some with walls 30 feet high, were woven amid a maze of passageways and streets. All right, so let's get into it.
Number 10, early morning arrivals.
In our previous video, we discussed how we believe it's a generator. When we're pulling into port, goes and then the thrusters come on and we go. Well, guess what? Since we're in a new room,
It doesn't happen.
and fun fact, what port were we in the other day? We pulled in, we woke up, and Steve's like, let me see where we are. And he opens the window and goes, huh, we're here. There's concrete outside. So it was the funniest thing. So not only did nothing wake us up, we slept through the whole arrival. So
Yes,
we are
yes.
sleeping like
No more
babies.
generators. Bye-bye.
So that's an update. Number 9 was the laundry machines. The writing was in, we learned Finnish. You guys helped us out with that, and how they're labeled on one side. And really, we were just, that was kind of all tongue-in-cheek and joking. But the funny thing is was that last month we did this?
Yes, about a month ago.
But we haven't been to the laundry room since. That's how little we go. It's so rare that we need to go. So that's the update on that. If you didn't watch the last one, all the writings in Finnish, and they did label half of the machines, so that's why it was kind of a joke, 'cause it's not like we can't look at the other machines to figure it out. So but you guys wanted negative, so we had to come up with things. So
Darn Finnish language.
so it is what it is. And I did joke that they were shrinking my clothes in the laundry room, but really it's the buffet. So I increased my walking. I always made sure I had 10,000 steps a day. Got a little workout in here and there with that as well. But now I've changed that. I've upped it to 15,000. And maybe in the future I'll go even higher, because I have to do something to combat all this food. So that's number 9.
All right, number 8, no mints on the pillows at night.
Has that changed?
No, it hasn't.
And I don't think it ever will. We
I
live
don't
here.
think so either. No towel animals, no mints. What's this world coming to?
He's bougie. Number 7 was if you submit for a family or friend to come aboard, they cannot approve it till 60 days out. So that's still the case. I do understand it, because they have to keep track of everything and do,
Manifest.
yeah, check manifests and immigration rules, and they need to see that there's available rooms, because they only have a certain amount, and so everybody can't request at the same time. But we did first come first serve, and it's the only one we've done, and it was way back when, so we're not really worried. But February 12th will be 60 days out, so you better believe on February 12th I'm gonna be watching, going, notification, waiting, because we really want our daughter and her boyfriend to come aboard to see this fabulous lifestyle. But yes, still hard waiting, 60 days. Don't like it.
Number 6, those pesky monthly boat drills. And guess what? We've got a new muster station with a new room.
Oh, we're not going to be in the party boat anymore.
No
we were
more.
with Melody and John and said we will always have a good time on that muster drill
But now,
or on the boat.
I don't know where we are.
I do. It's on our key card. It's a D
Well.
something now. But that was also tongue-in-cheek. We were just joking. Safety first always. So we understand we have monthly muster drills, and they just have to keep doing them. It is what it is. But
Who's in our boat?
we don't know yet.
Oh, we haven't met our new boatmates.
I don't know if they can beat our last group.
Oh, our last group was pretty amazing.
Number 5, limited meal hours. This was one of the really hard ones for me personally. Dinner didn't start till 6:30. I kid you not, right after we filmed that last one, it's before we even released it, it switched to 6 o'clock. So it's 30 minutes earlier now. I heard some banging. When we did the promenade earlier, they were right above us. The workers were, they're like on the hands and knees working.
Scraping paint.
Yeah. So I was like, woo, haven't heard noise much. But anyway, they start 30 minutes earlier at 6, and usually about 10 till they're letting us slide in, saying, come on in. So it's definitely improved there. I'm still crazy, like dinner as early as possible.
But you're not the only one. There are a lot of people eating at 6 o'clock, which sort of tells you that these folks on the ship like to eat early.
Yeah, there used to be a huge line at 6:30. Now the line is a little less. I know the first week I'm like, what's going on? And then people started realizing, oh, they're open at 6 now. So I think the biggest influx is definitely at 6. And I do think they need to keep it as late as they do, because people are eating then too. But so many people are there when the doors open. So.
And then if between 2 and 6 now, if you are hungry, the sandwich case in the morning light, I think yesterday or 2 days ago we checked, and there were 4 different sandwich selections.
Ooh, there was a chicken pesto that looked really good. But those are
Yes.
free, so if we don't make it back in time, now we have that sandwich option. So I'm glad they changed that, because it makes a big difference.
All right, number 4. It was a big one, the room under the promenade. And this one is under the promenade, but in a different location. So we just don't have that direct noise right above our heads.
Yeah, so it's much better. And in the previous video, we go into detail about that. We're in a new room. We're very happy. We're glad they, listened to our cry and took care of us. So
Thank you.
really appreciate it. Number 3, no alternative milks. Well, I feel kind of silly about this one now, because I do like almond milk or even coconut milk. I'm not a big regular milk kind of girl. And I had several people come up to me aboard, residents who watched, and went, we have almond milk, right? And I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, all you have to do is ask. I'm like, please tell me you're kidding. So the next morning I went and said, may I have almond milk for my coffee? And they said, certainly. And they brought me almond milk. So yes, I feel a little dumb. I do still wish it was available in the coffee station, because I feel like it's just more work on the workers. And I'm one of those people I hate to ask, So thankful they have it, glad they have it. I feel a little dumb, because for a few months I've been buying my own almond milk, bringing my container, keeping it in the refrigerator, filling my coffee cup, taking it to the...
Now then again, just like regular milk, if there was low fat or skim or whole milk or buttermilk, there are many different kinds of alternative milks, and not quite sure what kind this one is. It could be one that has a lot of sugar in it.
It is almond milk though.
Yes, but it is almond milk, so, take what we can get. All right, number 2, no ice machine. And guess what? There's still not an ice machine. There's plenty of ice on board, and many people have the little ice buckets that they use in their rooms. even bigger ones. Some have really nice color-coded Yeti coolers in their rooms that they fill up every day, and then they have a plethora of ice for their drinks and whatnot. But
my big cup's back there, and I get it filled up, but I kind of do every other day because it lasts. I can keep adding drinks and it lasts because it is one of those good cups that hold the ice. But again, it's all about, I feel bad asking.
But all the staff have been incredibly gracious and get it at our leisure.
Yeah. So I appreciate it, but ooh, I'd love to do this myself. I want to get my own ice.
I wish we had that crunchy ice too.
Oh, yeah, let's. Number one is Wi-Fi. Well, because of our new location, maybe, or they did something different, but it's definitely better here. So we haven't had as many issues. Our uploads are happening faster for YouTube.
Yeah, much faster. I would say twice as fast.
And if I'm trying to stream things, I'm able to now. I still get kicked off sometimes. So I think it either improved or the location made a difference. We're not sure which, but it's definitely better. Not perfect, but it's definitely better. So all in all the things that we kind of complained about or joked about in the 10 least favorite things have improved.
Yeah, in a month's time, or just under a month, but they've all pretty much improved. So kudos to Villa Vie. You're doing an amazing job. And
is there any new negatives or new problems that you can think of that if we come up with any?
Well, that'll have to be on another video, won't it?
I'm going to show you something else because everybody always asks about the air, and I understand every room is different, or different things affect different people. And this is our current air temp in our room. 68. So I've had a few people mention that. So 68 is our temperature. It's actually kind of cold. I had to wear a coat outside today. What else do people keep saying?
I don't read the comments.
Thanks.
That is our review from our top 10 least favorite things aboard the Villa Vie.
Thanks so much for coming along on today's episode.
Thank you to all of our generous donors on Super Thanks and Coffee. Boy, you guys are something else. Thank you for the encouraging words, the love and support.
And remember, if you haven't watched that Machu Picchu video, go check it out. It's still our favorite adventure of our lifetime. Definitely worth a watch. Thanks, friends. Bye.
Bye, friends.